All right, another question from Arkham Reporter, Damien. Are there any cultures like you were talking about like me like he's a big fan of Mediterranean culture, but also Japanese culture. I myself am I like the European culture, particularly the German and the Mediterranean, and obviously Asian culture, the Japanese and the Chinese. I always like the opposite polar things in a given continent, but literature, cuisine, all that. Are you a fan of any particular culture? Now, I'll extend that obviously to probably what you're going to say is some kind of ancient culture, but perhaps I don't know what your answer is going to be. But are you a fan of any particular culture? Let's say, past, present.
No, no, I have no particular interest in any culture as a participant. Uh, I'm curious because I want to write novels that represent cultures internally and as authentically as I can get them there. So for me, it's more of a matter of research. The type of culture that I'm most curious about would be the Germanic mead hall culture, and uh, I would call them hall cultures. Even in there are a lot of similarities between the culture of Beowulf and the mead hall, and the culture of Ithaca, the palace of Odysseus. There was a lot in the heroic Greek tradition. There was a lot of things uh, that seem to have a continuity with the Germanic culture, where you have a bunch of people of various social stations in the same big open room, engaged in drinking and eating, talking, maybe even competitions of some sort. And I wonder how representative that could be of Paleolithic culture. Wondering what the first cultures might have been like. I'm very curious about that, so I look for hints about that in ancient poetry.
All right. It's so like I said, you will never go to Europe. Not that you have any. You would never go. There's no reason to really go anywhere else out of the country. Let's say.
I never even wanted to travel inside the United States. I never had any. Just traveling back and forth across town to get to my low paying job and back to my low rent little brick house that I failed to buy. That was travel enough for me. I just, when I was at this age, I was hoping if everything went well, I'd be living in a little brick hut with a little room in it that had a chair and a lamp and a bunch of books, so I could sit there and read. I just never had any desire to travel. I still don't like traveling, but it's essentially my job, so I do
it. Yeah. I can honestly say that I really don't. I went across America once. I don't really have a desire to travel either. I mean, would I like to see Europe? Would I like to see Asia? Yeah, but I'm not. I mean, traveling through the Northeast is enough traveling. You get sick of that. To go to some other place where people are a pain in the ass, but now you can't understand what they're saying. Well, I can do that here as well. I mean, I really do. I know it sounds terrible. I should see the land of my ancestors. But at the same time, there's a part of me that's like, I don't see the point of it. I never felt better going somewhere else. I'm always with me, so I guess that's my take on it. But yeah, I guess I should see Germany and Italy before I'm taking off the planet, right? So, and I would like to see. That's the thing. Real quick, I know this is your video, but if I go to England or UK, God forbid, I want to go. I want to see like the England that like where the hobbits would be coming out smoking a pipe, right? Where there's like a fireplace in a pub, and you're just there drinking, two squirrels bitter ale or something, right? Or Germany, obviously, I want to see mountains and castles and beer gardens. And Italy, I want to see stone buildings and wine and all that stuff. I think increasingly the people in those countries don't even have that for themselves, much less for the bloody tourists. There's one thing I hate as a New Yorker was damn tourists when you're trying to get to work and they're standing taking the sidewalk up. Point I'm making is that in the end, I'm kind of like you. I don't really see the point of traveling. It doesn't do anything for me. I don't think I'm a closed-minded, narrow-minded, pro-provincial person. But it's just I don't see the point. So going to Florida is enough like going to another planet. That's just my sense. Is there anything else you want to add?
I always wanted to see Peru when I was a boy. I had tentative plans on trying to walk there, kind of hoping I'd get killed somewhere in Central America. That never panned out, so.
Well, someone from Central America could now maybe kill you up here.
Well, so I didn't have to go to all the trouble.
Right, well, that's the point I'm making. It's like I can have all these horrible things and all these annoying things happen right here. Why the hell would I pay money to go halfway across the world to have the same thing happen there? That's all. I know.
It was an honor to have a couple of people invite me to different countries in Europe. And even one fellow even offered to pay my way to his country. But I have people to visit. I'm neglecting people in my life at an increasing rate.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So there's the two curmudgeons take on this.
I'm a crumb.
You're a crumb.
Yeah.
You a chump. All right.
Yes.
Crumb bum. All right. That's right. We're Americans. We don't go nowhere. The whole world. We have the whole world here. We don't need to go to your socialist countries. All right.